Good evening, everyone. So today won't be a lecture, but extempore for me. I'm gonna be as raw as possible. Like I didn't even read anything about the topic. Like whatever I know from the past, like from newspaper outlines, books, novels, and some history. That is gonna be my resources for today's lecture. I just saw a reel rather like I saw a reel where someone is saying like he just like delivered a lecturate on the topic where about the Indian heritage, and thus he got recommended. So I thought like it's a good topic. I can actually deliver a good lecturate on that. So that's why I'm gonna accompany that. I'm gonna carry on that. So good evening, everyone. I'm Rajvardhan Kumar. The lecturate won't be like it shouldn't be as simple as that, but yeah. So what makes India a nation? Is it people? If it is the people, then how come we are fighting with Pakistan, or we are fighting with China but not within ourselves? Yeah, there is some disputes among us, but it's not a war. Why come so? The major answer I would come up to it, it's an heritage of, rather, the history, the behavior, the culture, or the pamperness of the society. Good evening, everyone. I'm Rajvardhan Kumar. Today, I'm sharing my opinions and views on the topic Indian heritage. So, if we come to the history of our country, India itself is the ideology rather than a country. It's not just a nation bounded by borders, but a nation united with union thoughts, their opinions, their culture, their heritage, and their history. The heritage, Indian heritage, is not only emotional, but rather we have physical aspects of it. Like if we come to the socio-realism things, we have Nalanda educational thing. We have Nalanda, we have Rajgir, we have different Jammu Kashmir. We can uh, come to the Ram Janmabhoomi. We can come to the each and every religion aspect of that. Our country itself has birthed three ideologies that is now comes known as three different religion, and thus it's not just an emotional or ideological thing. We have historical monuments, we have historical figures, we have documented history of almost 3000 years, and our nation's theory itself describe us as a country that was a civilization before the rest of the world even came to become an hunter and gatherer. And thus Indus Valley civilization, uh, the Harappan civilization, or the Gangetic Plains kingdoms, they come to life not because their survival, not because they were dependent on survival, but rather they were dependent or founded on be, uh, the emotions, the bonding, and the brotherhood camaraderie of themselves, and thus we inherited that as an heritage. If we come to the religion, the northeastern part of India, the southern part of India, the western, the eastern, the northern, the middle part, they all have different religion, all have different customs, different followings, different ideologies. But the the historical ideologies, the historical things, the behavior, what we took as an heritage is what make us a country as strong and as democratic as India. We are one people, and we should be proud of our heritage. We should keep the heritage and fondle it with great pride and be proud of it. Thank you. Jai Hind. So I got stuck in between. It was a good lecture, I would say. My opinions were clear. Yeah, I shouldn't have done this in the actual lecturate. I would be prepared for that, like any other things. Like if I deliver this once again, I'm gonna be more accurate, and thus it will be an easier task for me. And lecturate is just people call it a lecturate in SSC, but rather it's an extempore where you are shown to some topics, and you're supposed to speak on that for 3 minutes, and that is the definition of extempore. Yeah, lecturate can be an extempore, but extempore can't be a lecturate. So that's my opinion on that. Yeah, and I would love to have your opinion on myself, like my communication skills. I like some, I lacked in some management, and the the framing of some sentences. I'm still lacking on that, but I hope so. I will be working on that. And to that, I'm gonna end the video. Jai Hind.